President Abraham Lincoln and his Treasury Secretary Salmon Chase conceived of the national banking system to promote opportunity, a dynamic economy, and a stronger union. In February 1863, Lincoln signed the National Currency Act into law, establishing the office of the Comptroller of the Currency, charged with the responsibility for organizing and administering the new system of nationally chartered banks. Today, the OCC ensures that national banks and federal savings associations operate in a safe and sound manner, provide fair access to financial services, treat customers fairly, and comply with applicable laws and regulations. The OCC supervises institutions that combined hold more than $12 trillion in assets, fosters a regulatory environment in which banks can meet the needs of their customers and achieve their business goals while safely managing the risk their operations inherently face. This promotes a vibrant and diverse banking system that benefits consumers, communities, businesses, and the U.S. economy. Headquartered in Washington, D.C., the OCC is an independent bureau of the U.S. Department of the Treasury. It is divided into 4 districts with more than 90 offices nationwide. The OCC oversees nearly 1,300 banks and savings associations, ranging from small community banks to the largest and most complex financial institutions in the country. OCC bank examiners evaluate management expertise, bank assets, and policies and systems to ensure operations are sound and comply with laws and regulations. To fulfill this role, examiners are entrusted with great responsibility.
What I like best about being an examiner is that I'm learning something new every day.
The job is a lot about learning new things, being open to reading about what the new practices are in the industry and how to adjust our supervision accordingly.
It's always a rewarding experience whenever we see bank management implement new policies or practices based on the findings that we have.
As a new employee, you'll learn about the examination process on the job as well as in the classroom. The OCC provides training that prepares you to become a commissioned examiner, ready for added responsibility and greater challenges.
The OCC has a very rigorous training program which begins the first day on the job. This includes on-the-job, classroom, and web-based courses.
So in your first year, you are assigned to a training team, and that is very hands-on. You're in a small group with about 2 or 3 leaders or an assistant, and their job is to answer any questions that you have.
Travel has been a significant part of a bank examiner's job since the earliest days of the OCC. Today, much of the travel is by car to reach banks in areas surrounding our locations throughout the country.
What I like most about traveling is getting the opportunity to travel to places I've never been, and you can end up in a small town, you can end up in a big city, so it just depends on your assignment.
With traveling, you get to explore new places to eat, which is also a way to build camaraderie around with your teammates.
You're always going to go with a team, and the nice thing about the way we travel in teams is your team is always switching people. Every time you go to a different bank or a different city, your team is changing. You might see some familiar faces, but you'll never have the exact same team twice.
The OCC proudly offers one of the most competitive benefits and work-life programs in the federal government. The agency attracts and retains the very best people with diverse backgrounds who foster a positive culture. The OCC actively supports the careers of veterans and those with disabilities.
The OCC definitely has the potential for a good work-life balance. There's flexible work schedules, there's the opportunity for periodic telework or work at home.
The culture of the OCC is very inclusive. When we're on exams, we're collaborating with people of all different backgrounds and ages, and I feel like everyone is really supportive.
The OCC provides employees a professional, supportive workplace that helps them achieve their career goals while contributing to an important mission. That workplace embodies 4 core values: integrity, expertise, collaboration, and independence. Are you the type of person that will succeed at the OCC?
The quality someone needs to have when they're starting at the OCC is definitely a curiosity to learn.
You need to be self-motivated and be a team player to really succeed at the OCC.
You have to be willing to accept change. The banking industry is always changing.
The OCC is a best place to work as measured through the annual Federal Employee Viewpoint Survey and consistently ranks near the top in leadership, diversity, strategic management, innovation, and work-life balance. If you're a qualified college graduate or someone with bank experience looking for a rewarding and challenging career doing important work, consider a position with the OCC. A career worth examining.